What is up, guys? Graxis here. I'm back in the Pandaria beta on a Shaman this time, playing Enhancement. Well, that's a new one. Okay. Want to test out DPS. I've done a couple of tests so far with really varying results. I'm talking ridiculous differences, even though I'm doing the same thing. So I don't honestly know what we're gonna get when I do this. Talents, real quick. Honestly, the only tier that matters so far, aside from the level 90 ones, which I don't have because I'm only 85. Is this tier here at level 60, where you can either get 30% haste for 20 seconds on a 2-minute cooldown, next nature spell, instant cast, it's just ancestral swiftness, passive is 5% haste, or this one here, when one of your spells causes direct damage or healing, you have a chance to gain Echo of the Elements, duplicating that spell's effect. So I grabbed that. From the tests I did, that proved to be more DPS, but again, the tests, I'll probably do two 2-minute tests instead of like 1 3-minute test, just so I can kind of show. It's really, you can do 2 tests, and they'll be really different. It's very strange. I don't really know what causes that, although there are quite a bit of procs. But, yeah. Oh, real quick before I start, just want to show off this mount. This is the new mounts that I think our pandas are going to get. I don't know why I have it. I don't ask questions. Just kind of go with it. But it is called the Crimson Panda and Phoenix, so I'm going to assume that pandas get it. So, anyways, got distracted there. I will say that this is kind of a pain. Okay, hold on. That's not what I had hotkeyed there, game. I just swapped specs, as you can see here, and it for some reason decided to put Totemic Projection, where I had Swamp Spirit hotkeyed to G. I don't know what that was all about, but okay. Alrighty then, let's try this once more. Hopefully with less stupidity. So the rotation's pretty much exactly the same as it is on live. Really not much has changed at all. So far anyways. I don't really know what will change at level 90. It's kind of too early to tell, but this is really quite similar. Which I mean they're all similar. Like, I'm not saying oh they didn't change shamans. No, every class I've played so far has pretty much been the same as it is on live, except for Frost Mage, because Frost Mages are now actually useful. But this is exactly the same, which is a little weird. The other classes had like 1 or 2 tweaks. This is almost identical. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not like that's a huge deal or anything. I will say, playing without add-ons, I can actually tell it's like hurting my DPS. On a class where like you're very proc dependent, like shamans, it's hard to keep track of all that. There's just a lot going on you have to keep track of. Which I'm not making excuses. Like, my DPS isn't gonna be that great probably, because I've never played without add-ons online. As you can see, the damage is decent though. I just hit 40k on the target dummy, which isn't that bad. And that's pretty much what my other specs were hitting for, or not other specs, but other classes. So, it's definitely weird playing without add-ons though. Like, normally I'd have my little totem, like, this totem bar is so small, I don't know how anyone could ever play with that. I think, like, ridiculously tiny. I just fixed that up. Oh well. Not a huge deal. Alright, there's the 2-minute mark. I'm just gonna cut this at 2 minutes. I think you can just hit pause, stop it there instead of, because that would just lower my DPS if I ran away and waited. But that was 16,000 plus 1,000, so 17,000. That being said, let me try it again, and I can almost guarantee I'll have a different result. Even if I do the exact same thing. It's very strange. And obviously, this class has a lot of procs, which I think definitely contributes to the differences in DPS. I said the same thing about red pallies actually. The procs are kind of fun to play with in PvP, but in high tier PvP or in a raid where you need consistent damage, when you know what you're going to be doing, they can definitely get annoying. When you can go from, you know, doing, like, I'm not going to say like what my highest was, yeah, my highest was 19,000 DPS, and my lowest is 12,000, and I'm doing the exact same thing. So it's a huge difference in between the two, in between those. Like, that's 7,000 DPS difference. And I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, that's insane to me. That it can be that different. Just because of procs? I don't know. I do think, I mean, it's weird. I do more damage on live on my shaman that has worse gear. This is a pre-made shaman only because, well, first my shaman has worse gear, so I figured I'd just make one of these to make it equal to my other DPS tests. And secondly, my shaman doesn't have enchanted enhancement gear, and I still do more DPS. So my shaman with unenchanted gear on live does more DPS than this shaman here with full enchants at 387 item level. 378 item level. Sorry, a bit of dyslexia there. My shaman's at, I believe, about a 360 item level. That one there was 17,575 plus 979. So that's what, 18,000 compared to 17,000. So that right there, my DPS alone was higher than the DPS for both me and my totem on the last test. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's really, really bizarre. It's the only class I've encountered where it's that different. Like, obviously, every time you do DPS, things are going to be a bit different because of crits and because of, you know, just random procs or whatever. But none of them, on any of the characters I played, out of all the tests I've done, were that different. And even though I usually only do one test that I record, I always do multiple tests. Just so I can try out different things and see what works best and all that before I make a video. And because if the DPS of a class is like not worth showing, then I'm not going to. Like the Frostmage video, I wasn't going to show that if the DPS was terrible. But I thought it was kind of interesting. The DPS wasn't terrible. But I mean, yeah, it's very strange how the DPS can be that different. And you can almost tell, like, this time I can pretty much tell that the DPS is going to be higher than it was on the first test. I don't know if it'll be higher than it was on my last test. The whole thing is just very strange, this class. So, I'm just going to be doing this 1 more minute real quick. While I'm finishing this up, I do want to say I'm probably going to do an elemental video, but I've never actually played elemental in for DPS. Well, I mean, no, I mean I've played elemental in DPS, but never in like a serious scenario. It was just kind of like, oh, you guys need a ranged DPS, okay. So it's not something I've ever like taken serious enough to like learn some crazy rotation. But I'm gonna try to figure it out, and I'll probably make a shaman enhance. What the hell am I talking about? Elemental video pretty soon. Yeah, the next. This is gonna go up when? Thursday? What day is it? Yeah, it's Thursday now. So this will be up Thursday. So probably on Saturday. I seem to do one every other day. Seems to work out well. All right. Okay, that one was 16,000. The last one was 17,000, that one was 15. So that one was 16, that one was 17.5, and this one was 16.6. So I mean, there you have 3 different tests with me doing the exact same thing. And all 3 tests, like, were way apart from each other. The only thing that's relatively consistent, actually I can't even, I was going to say the searing totem. But no, it was 978, 979, and then it was 1100. Like, this class, just something about it just seems really, really inconsistent. Kind of like my bird's flapping its wings right now. What is this? Anyway, what is happening? Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to show, I thought it was kind of strange. If I scroll back up, before I swapped specs there, I had 16,000, 14,000, 12,000. This is somebody else. 17,000, 700 plus 1,000. And then that's it for this. For what I did on this time. I did more earlier today. But, yeah, very strange. Anyway, though, that's the end of this video. So, with that, I'm out. Peace, guys.